What is up? It is DTM and we are keeping the show rolling here. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, depending on where you are. For me, it's first thing in the morning and I'm feeling mighty fine today. So I got a request for a video today. I'm going to show you how to make some tea. The way I do it, the way I gotta do it. Ideally, really, you would have one of those tea compressors. I suppose I could have boiled this before. That would make a better video. Yeah, because otherwise it's gonna take, well, what the hell, man. Basically, it's so simple. The main thing is to remember that it's the light inside of you that takes away all your problems. Now, does it go away instantly? I mean, for some people, it does. There are rare examples of human beings just trudging along. Sometimes it happens at 4 years old, sometimes at 16, sometimes at 55, and sometimes like the moments before death. That it all, you get it, you know what I mean? The rest of us, we're gonna have to kind of slowly dismantle the ego one step at a time by just simply being aware, awareness. And then you begin to see through the holographic illusion that has been created by you and for you. And slowly but surely, you eliminate all that hogwash, and then the movie that you're projecting from that inner light, you have this phantasmagoria of concepts, beliefs, egos. I mean, everybody's a master these days. There's not enough humility to wad a pop gun, but because what it is once you get really wise, you're like, the science of the day is the ignorance of tomorrow, and it's never not been that, Now, there is the truth, but there's not a lot of concepts there, ladies and gentlemen. So that's more of the higher levels of intelligence and not so much the intellect of memory and quantification of phenomenon using fancy words and, a lot of, scientific sounding jargon, because most people just need to be told, that if they get out of the way and if you unlearn everything you learned from all the various means of your parents, you're like, oh, you saw their dysfunction and then you just repeated that. So you have to unlearn that dysfunction by first at least witnessing it. Like, oh, I'm in a codependent relationship because my parents were in a codependent relationship, and here I am in the midlife wasting my life away with someone who doesn't love me, right? And you kind of got to wake up and get the hell out of there. That's part of the trash you throw out. And the bigger your balls or ovaries, the faster you can throw out trash, the more courageous you are. Well, what do they think of me if I get a divorce? What do they think of me if I just leave this, right in the middle of medical school, realizing you'll never heal your way out of a wet paper sack because the chemical exposure and the disorganized energy is not going to be solved by adding more disorganized energy. We're trying to organize the system. We're making some tea today. 4 minutes in, I should have boiled the water, then you wouldn't have to listen to my rantings. But it's good stuff if you really get it, because you can make a big, humongous difference in your life. And the people are struggling majorly, because they don't know how to organize. They're calling it, it's like, oh, the new earth. It's like, I never really went with that, because I'm old school yogi. It's like, it's always been the truth. You know what I'm saying? So it's more like, I talked to a friend and she was like, original earth. And I'm like, okay, that's more along the lines of what I'm talking about, going sort of like backwards almost, because all of the modern technology, which of course here we're using that today, you know what I'm saying? Modern technology. I mean, the best thing to do, I'll keep it on track. Sorry, 5 minutes of a rant, but basically, you can make sun tea, which I don't know, did the monkeys make sun tea? Probably not. So, you know, we're probably going to have to find creative ways to stay hydrated and mineralized. I got a little care package from the Kawaii Pharmacy. I guess I could have ranted and raved about that. That was what's been on my mind as I try to organize myself, because this thing has been a wonky ass mess, man. And I'm just saying that all because I did have a really good meditation. I mean, there's no such thing as a bad meditation. There's no such thing as a good meditation. There's just the witnessing of your evolution as far as meditation is concerned as a practice, where yesterday I ended meditation excited for today so I could continue on. And then I think to myself, well, why don't you just meditate all day and forget about all the rest of this crap? But I'm kind of addicted to living, you know? I'm kind of like, let's go get some sun. Let's go see a friend. Let's make some yogurt and bring it to the little kids or something. You know, I'm addicted to kind of being aliveness. But when I got up yesterday from meditation, I was like, dude, I got to pick up where that left off. But I had stuff to do today. I had a consult right after meditation. I normally don't try to do. I try to meditate for like another hour after that. I do a silence and stillness meditation at 5 a.m. for 1 hour. I love that. And then I do a guided meditation. But interestingly enough, sometimes I'll wake up at like 3:30 or 4 and I'll do a guided meditation. I have a whole bunch of them. And then what you do is you pick these very select type of meditations that are guided, that are, you know, positive brainwashing is what I like to call it. Because when you get up at 3:30 in the morning and you already have that thing on your phone, you just hit the button and then it starts telling you about the divine path, the self-realization, the enlightenment, Christ consciousness, whatever you want to choose to do. You brainwash yourself at 3:30 or 4 in the morning, and those thoughts begin to penetrate more than the self-sabotager, the critic, the oh my God, today's gonna suck, or I can't stand my life right now, or this relationship sucks, or this job sucks, or I'm a fat ass and I can't stand myself anymore. You know, you could start kind of pushing some of those more positive thoughts into the subconscious, the iceberg below the water. You know, now I got into it. And then at 5, I'll meditate for 1 hour. And that's the silent and stillness meditation with no noises, except for the goddamn lawnmowers that start about 5:45, you know. And then at 6, if I don't have anything to do, like today I had a really great consultation. She really picked up on what I was laying down, dude. And that was really cool. And if I don't, I'll do another hour of guided meditation. Then I'll get up at sunrise. And that's when the day of the true begins to worship the Son of God. Now, there's Christians and stuff, and they worship Jesus, which I have a 100% relationship with Jesus. I'm not very theological or very religious, and I would rather bang a nail into my hands, I was going to say head, than argue with anyone about religion or Jesus, because those are the people that have never tasted true devotion. Once you've tasted it, you're the likelihood of you arguing with anyone is stupid. You're never going to do that. You're just like, you want to taste more of the nectar. So instead, again, the whole thing is kind of an ego trip. But if you do get humble and you really get on the path and you really want to connect with God and yourself to either heal or create more abundance or magnetize a divine relationship or just feel better and be happy, you know, then you are like, screw all that heady crap arguing about facts and figures and details and what Bible verse means what, because you'll waste your life away. But if you want to taste the nectar divine, and that's an internal job. That's not like, oh, they listened to me at Bible study and I was right and John was wrong. You know, I'm more spiritual because I have the little intellectual concepts of the Bible. I mean, it's never going to work. You're going to ruin your life. So don't even argue with anyone. Just be simplistic and be happy. I let everybody win. I let everybody win. I don't correct anyone. They say mean things. I let it go. I forgive instantly inside of my mind. Someone said something yesterday, and I it's like, wow, that's kind of, unsensitive. Oh, I forgot about my little house rental thing today. Well, that's okay. I'm trying to find a house. Anyways, thanks for listening to that. I hope you gleaned something. I didn't intend for that. I was gonna go real short on this notifications. I wanted to go real short, but what the hell? I mean, I could make that a video and start over with this next one. Let's just keep going. What the hell? If you're here, you're here. If you're not, you're not. I can't play the goddamn technology game anymore. It's like, I never even got it, man. I'm just a real dude talking about the real shit. That's actually, if you really do that, your game will change. If you get on the meditation path and all the other stuff that I'm talking about, the food trip, the conscious, I don't even call it conscious sexuality. It's just, it's called, root to crown. The root is for the crown. So you can either just, all day long on the internet talking about how, engorged your clitoris is with blood, or you can just take that energy and put it up into your being. On Facebook, that's where I get all my advice from all these. It's just nuts, dude. It's just crazy, Facebook. Oh boy, they're always complaining about the men. And I'm like thinking to myself, it's not that easy to find a woman with a pure heart either, I mean, women are more likely to do the work. I will admit that. It does appear that the feminine, because they kind of have to. They got the period, they got the kid. They kind of have to grow up. The dudes, they can keep getting away with dumb crap, because anybody can make money and get a woman that's just like there for because the security and everything. But then what about the love is what I'm talking about. And then really ultimately you want that divinity. You want to be like, if you're going side by side with somebody, you definitely want to be going like, God is first. Let's just worship God from the time we wake up till the time we go to sleep, and then all night long in our dreams, and wake up and rinse and repeat. We're worshiping God. I mean, that's what I call it. Call it whatever you want. Call it life. You're just, and so it's like a gratitude. And don't get me wrong, sometimes this thing sucks. This human thing sucks. We're doing it wrong though. We're doing so many things wrong. I'm gonna lay it down one of these days and be like, listen folks, we can't do this anymore. We're killing ourselves here with all this. The modern world is killing us, and it has been basically ever since electricity. Then again, I mean, you're a hypochondriac. But what I normally do is, but I'm making a video today for the normies that are living in, cold ass places so they can have the hot tea from the Kawaii Pharmacy. This is the worst advertisement thing. I do want to just put them on blast because they have really great stuff. I picked up some stuff, the wellness formula. This was the thing I was trying to tell Doug. I couldn't remember because I think the clarity, I'm not sure. I'm gonna put all these in glass jars because then it stays a lot fresher than in the bag. But this is the clarity, and I don't know if this was just a specialty one because I don't see it. I didn't see it when I was at the pharmacy the other day, but that's the one I like because it's got all the brain herbs in it, Maybe I'll do that one. Then the wellness here, Tulsi, turmeric, galangal, ginger, lemongrass, and noni leaf. So this is going to be very warming, this one, because turmeric is warming, galangal, ginger is warming, lemongrass is warming, Tulsi is warming, noni leaf is warming. So if you're cold, that's why I kind of wanted to, I'll probably feature the Kawaii herbs a couple times this winter, because when you're freezing your ass off, a nice warm cup of tea to stay hydrated and get some, Kawaii minerals into your body so that you don't die in the middle of winter because all this because we live in wrong, you know what I'm saying? Not that we could all live in the tropics, but, well, we could, to be honest with you. Look, it's population. It's like, no, there's like so much space. It's crazy, man. And we have to be efficient. Anyways, whatever. Tranquility. This was the one that, ooh, this is fatly packed. They really packed this sucker up. Tulsi, lilikoi flower, Kawaii vervain, lemon balm, pineapple sage, mint, clary sage, and tarragon. I love tranquility. That's more like an anti-stress. So this is like the clarity for the mental brain. The herbs, you know, the herbs that have like codes, information in them. And then you need water and sunlight to activate them. Even if it's the middle of winter and it's freezing, you still go out and you get the hydration, and then you get the minerals, then you get the sunlight, then the DNA is popping, then the mitochondria are popping, then you got the energy. So this is just one opportunity to hydrate and stay warm, because if you are hydrating with cold stuff, like a lot of women and dudes too, they'll be cold for like an hour or two after they drink their cucumber juice that's been in the fridge, and now they got to go to work and they're at the office shaking because they just cooled their internal and the outside is cold. So if you use the warm tea, you can warm the inside with the warming herbs too, which like I said, with the wellness. And then you can always throw in some ginger. I was going to mention that. What else did I get? I got mulberry tea, which I haven't tried this yet, so I'm excited. You know, maybe I should, well, I don't even know what I'm going to mix up. Maybe because I want to put these in jars. So maybe I'll make the clarity. I should have been doing this already. I'm way the hell off. Sorry, everyone. It's not that early either. It's just that I got into it. And, you know, normally I can be real quick, but I felt like I was connecting there for a minute. Now there's an ant in here. So what I'll do is to filter that little ant out of there. So this is still super fresh. So it smells really good. I'm going to just use the clarity since it's going to be super simple. Now, you know, Doug and Jenna, they'll tell you to use a little. DTM will be like, listen, I like my tea strong, real strong. I like a nice, super, in fact, I'm even gonna go a little bit more. I want some chronic ass herb, you know what I'm saying? What's up? I'm a gangster! Surprise in the middle of the video. And then you just hit that. That's the boiling water, of course. You saw that, and that's what started the whole diatribe, and God knows what I shared, but I think spirituality is everything, to me anyways. And that's the answer to everything, really. It's just basically getting to know yourself. But a lot of people, they don't really want to grow. So it kind of sucks to be them, you know what I'm saying? I get it. And then I got another jar, so you let that one just, you know. Now, I was going to say, you know, the best thing to do is to, I'll make another video of this, so if you're like, Dan, you're doing it again, so I can go shorter and just be like a 5-minute little Kawaii Pharmacy plug. But I love Kawaii Pharmacy, and I think that I just want to kind of stay in a relationship with them. And the herbs are absolutely epic. Obviously, if you watched the video, you saw that. But now you just let that sit and steep. Now here's a couple additions. Oh, before I forget, I got the curry blend, which is like goes on your food, and a little goes a long way. And it's got the curry leaf, which is the true curry leaf, which is most new curry leaves out the curry leaf. It's a really flavorful tree. It grows to be like a huge tree. My friend has a huge tree. Curry leaf, turmeric, galangal ginger, kaffir lime leaf, and Hawaiian chili pepper. So it's got a little bit of a kick. Be careful. If you sniff it, you're gonna be sneezing. So that's the curry blend. Praise the Lord, I love that. You can put that on or in anything if you're gonna make a nice hot soup too. You throw that in there, because I know the winter time comes, it's 20 degrees, you're in Canada. I got some Botanical body butter because I'm like, this lasted about a year, you know, but I was like, I'm out, so I had to pick up some more because I really do use it mostly for the lips, if they ever get dry or whatever. But if I ever get like a dry spot or whatever, And then sometimes I'll put it into my skin and then go out in the sun and let it just soak in. So that's the Botanical Booty Body Butter. And then finally, I just threw myself, I love these. This is the Lilikoi. And I especially needed these. I ordered a bunch of these when I was in Arizona. When it was, that's excessive really, but you know, I'm a princess. I really needed those in Arizona because my skin would get so dry, just especially on my face. I can handle the body, but when the face is all crusty, it just sucks, you know? And it smells so good. The Lilikoi flower, I mean, basically I would, like I said in the video, they're all my favorite. I love every single one of the hydrosols. And that's the care package that I got myself from the Kawaii Pharmacy. I made the clarity. There's a bunch of other teas, honey, and other amazing great stuff, all 100% pure. And then their thing is that it's from seed to delivery, from seed to the cup. They do everything. So there's no middleman, there's no chemicals, there's no bull crap, there's no irradiation. So here's a couple things I wanted to share. You can do lemon. You can add some extra ginger, which I highly recommend. Maybe I'll do that today. Let's do it. What the hell? I could peel it and probably, I'll do that. I'll just save a lot of, you know, we're just got into it today. And then on the next video, I'll be real quick. I'm not going to try to like convince you of, you know, the medicinal value. Either you're going to resonate with herbal tea and use it or not, you know what I'm saying? So it's just my job to make it available to you and to be, you know, just to share the absolute pristine quality. And so I'm just gonna make, and I use a lot of ginger, especially like when I get chilly. Like there's 2 times a year in Kauai. There's 2 seasons. 1, when the coconut oil is melted, and 2, when the coconut oil is solid. When the coconut oil is solid, that is winter time. You know what I'm saying? Isn't that kind of crazy, but it's actually true. You know what I'm saying? So, just however you can shred it. Sometimes I make like little medallions and I chew it up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even messing around here, kids. So I'm just doing a little brew because someone asked me, and this is the ultra spiritual, you know, lecture tea video, and I'll make another one. I'll make another one later, the shorter one, like I said. But thanks for hanging out with me. I'm just trying to keep the show going, and I got some hardcore people, and you know what an honor it is. I don't feel like I connect as well over the internet, over technology, as I do in real life. I like real life. I'm way better at it. But I've been given this gift of the YouTube and the social media, and I'm just gonna, you know, I don't feel as much about it as I used to. I used to be like, oh, I'm somebody or whatever. Now I'm just like, okay. I don't mean to, you know, it's just kind of like, yeah, I'm just showing up. Anyways, also, you know what? I'm also gonna put in some, what the hell, we're doing the ultra chronic. And this is goji berries, which I also is another way to just sweeten it, get some minerals, some carbs, some protein, you know, not much fat, 0 fat, but lots of potassium, lots of iron, calcium, protein, carbohydrates, and good minerals in there. So that's the goji berries. And so what I'll do is this is a quick brew. I think sun tea is the best, you know, honestly. Like you just put it out there in the morning, leave it out there all day, and then leave it out in the moon as well. And then 24 hours later, it's done. Then you can warm it up if you want. Or what I normally do, because it's usually 80 degrees plus on this island about 9 months of the year. In wintertime, it drops down into the 60s and 70s, not that often. Usually it's in the 70s is what I'm saying. So it's like no big deal, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes you'll be at the beach for a long time or whatever. and you want some warm tea, or it's a little cooler, or it's been rainy all day and you've been out working in the rain or whatever, and you want a nice warm cup of tea. But usually, most of the time I'm trying to cool down because I'm out running around and it's hot in the sun. So then I'll use, cooler things, and then I'll make the sun tea, then I'll put it in the fridge, and then it's a nice refreshing drink. So this is the second step here. Now, the ultimate is one of those little pressers, and that's kind of the easiest. Now, let's just do this without burning myself. So I'm so ghetto, dude. I have nothing. I have no kitchen. I have jars and a couple of things. I have jars, lids, and like knives. I have nothing. So I have to Rube Goldberg everything in the whole world. And then I'm just gonna do that. So that's my little method. All the way to the top. And what I try to do, which I don't have the room for, I'll usually give the herbs a squeeze. I'm not gonna do that today, but I'll put all the herbs in here. I'll show you. I'll put the herbs in here, and then I'll use a spoon if it's really hot to push out everything and get all the goods, but I'm not gonna do that today because I ran out of space. I don't even have room for lemon or honey, which I also really do believe in the lemon and the honey as well, which I'm gonna figure out a way to do that. So anyways, this video was way longer than I thought it'd be. I'm on my way to church. Starts at noon. Not bad. Trying to make a little, no, it's a good tea. I want to make room for lemon and honey, which you don't need any of that. You can just drink the tea by itself and do a tea fast. So good though. I'm gonna add a little lemon. And that adds some nice medicinal qualities, but I guess the beauty of this is the anti-mucus properties. I mean, that's how you stay, because the holidays and everything and all the crap that everybody eats. I'm kind of immune to all that, but it's like I'm also kind of lonely too, so I don't bemoan you for snacking out with your family. But after the holidays, they call it the flu season, but it's actually that you ate too much sugar, too much fat, too much food, and you didn't exercise enough, and now you got the mucus built up in your body, and that's what you call the flu season. But it's the after the holiday pig out season, ate too much season. Man, it's really good. There's some kind of rosemary or something in there. And if you don't rinse this, the ants will be up in your business big time. So I always make sure I rinse that off. There's some kind of something up in this business just popping. Oh, that's what it is. Rosemary, baby. That is good. That's what I'm talking about. So lemongrass, mulberry leaf, cranberry hibiscus, plantain, turmeric, cinnamon, brahmi, tulsi, sage, blue vervain, rosemary, goji. So all for the brain, baby. Cool, man. Well, we might get this under 30 minutes. Can you dig it? That's cool. 30 minutes. Thanks for hanging out with me. I really appreciate you. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Just chilling with DTM. Word. All right, I'm on my way to church. I'm going to have a dope-ass day. I hope you do too. I truly do appreciate you. I'm just kind of DTM going through the motions, just to honor everything, and it's awesome, and I appreciate you. So yeah, use the DTM code and save 10% if you're going to get any of these herbs and stuff, okay? Thank you very much, everyone. Have a great day. Peace be the journey. Aloha.